Whispers in the air, secrets everywhere. We turn it around, love in every sound. Words that twist and shout, no more fear or doubt. Change the way we feel, hearts begin to heal. Queens talk gossip, yeah, flip it all to play fair. Turning dark to bright, making wrong things right. Smiles behind the scenes, knowing what it means. Lift each other high, reach up to the sky. Spread the joy like fire, climbing ever higher. Every word a spark, lighting up the dark. Queens talk gossip, yeah, flip it all to play fair. Turning dark to bright, making wrong things right. Words that twist and shout, no more fear or doubt. Change the way we feel, hearts begin to heal. Queens talk gossip, yeah, flip it all to play fair. Turning dark to bright, making wrong things right.
Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the swashbuckler of the switches, our very own bastard of the buttons, Captain Jack Morgan.
Welcome to the QT Gossip Podcast, where we flip the script on gossip, turning negativity into positivity. Join us as we redefine the conversation, focusing on the good, the inspiring, and the uplifting stories that shape our world. It's time to change minds, one positive gossip at a time. Let's dive into the stories that make us smile, inspire change, and celebrate the best in people. This is QT Gossip, where good news is the headline of every episode. Now it's time for tea time with the Queens. Listeners, while we love to hear your thoughts and opinions, please remember that the views expressed by our audience members do not necessarily reflect those of the Queens Talk Gossip podcast team. We value diverse perspectives and encourage respectful discourse within our royal community. Cheers to lively discussions and keeping the crown classy.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce today's panel? Bronina CRS. Myself, Captain Jack Morgan. And the Royal of the Royals, Miss Queen Lily.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all so very much for coming to Queens Talk Gossip, where we flip the switch on negative gossip, turning it into positivity. Can everyone hear me? Let me see some confetti. Perfect.
Can everyone hear me? That's what I'm talking about. Awesome sauce.
I want to say thank you all to the guests who have come, and also thank you to the live watchers. I can't talk today. Thank you for the people who are watching live. We are super excited to have you guys online and here in person to experience this awesome day with us. But without further ado, please help me introduce our very special guest.
Oh, guess.
Yes.
Oh, it's exciting.
Super excited. Please help me introduce CoolVibes. Welcome. We're super excited to have you here, and we cannot wait to get to know you better here shortly.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
She's got awesome vibes,
Yes.
cool vibes, pretty amazing vibes, you know.
Heck yes, it's gonna
I'm
be
here for the
an
vibes.
awesome. She is definitely.
Oh, we got plenty of those here, trust and believe.
Yes, we got all the types of vibes, don't we? Thank you, Captain. Alrighty. I'm having some fun
Different
times
ones
with these
of everything.
tablets. Yeah,
Mhm.
really.
Aren't they great?
Well, without further ado, guys, let's do the first thing we always do. Mr. Captain, what is our icebreaker for today?
Well, the icebreaker has to do. Whoops, I just black boxed. There I am. Okay, I love it when I
Okay.
black box like that, especially right when you ask me a question. Isn't it wonderful? Um, Since we're going to be having a season change coming up here really soon, I thought I'd make them about the seasons. So it's another question today. The question is,
Okay.
which of the 4 seasons is your favorite, and then what makes it your favorite?
Ooh.
Like what you like to do
That's a
during
good
that
one.
time of year
Oh,
that makes it your favorite.
What if you have
Oh.
2?
Ooh.
You can do both. I mean, we have to kill at least
Okay.
15 minutes, so knock yourself out.
Okay. Well,
Anything
let's have
but
our
winter.
special guest go first.
Oh, you guys shouldn't have.
Well,
No,
we
really.
did.
No,
You're like,
No,
no,
but
really,
really-
you shouldn't have. I'm not ready for this.
I love the holidays. I think the holidays is amazing because you get to spend it with friends, you get to spend it with family. It's a season about giving. You know, it's not so much about receiving. I believe it's about giving and helping people feel special. You know, during the holidays. I think it just brings people closer together. You drink hot cocoa. You're by the
So
fire.
the winter time is one of your favorites.
Yes,
Oh.
winter.
Okay.
It's very
Okay.
chilled and warm and cuddle up against the fire and just
Yes,
have
but-
a
Cozy.
Not to mention Christmas. I love me some Christmas. Christmas is my
Oh, yeah.
favorite. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
You just like getting new shoes. That's your thing.
you know, you're not
Tell
wrong.
me I'm lying.
No, you're not
There
wrong.
you go.
Every year,
Okay.
Mr. Saint Nick himself brings me a new pair of Converse, and I absolutely love them. Just saying.
I know that's right.
Gotta love them Converse. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah.
I am not sponsored, but if Converse wants to sponsor me, by all means, I'll be more than happy.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Love me some boots. Gotta have my boots.
Mm-hmm. And what about you, Bernina? What's your favorite season?
Oh god. I do agree with the holidays and stuff, but I still can't stand winter. Oh boy. I do love spring. It's usually not too cold and not too warm. It's just right. That's one thing I love about spring. But if I had to pick my most favorite, that was my second. My most favorite is fall because of
Mm.
because of the smell, the colors of the leaves, the pumpkin spice, the appleness, just the feel of leaves, just the coldness, but the nice coziness of the fall weather. It's just, it's magnificent. Like, it's beautiful.
Yes, I
Absolutely.
definitely agree with that one. For me,
Oh, yeah.
myself, actually, let's have Captain go. Captain, you go next.
Don't forget about
right.
Thanksgiving. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I
Stuff
guess you
my
can
throat.
say I've got 2 of them as well, and they're just as equal. My favorites are summertime because I love the heat and getting out to the beach and going and enjoying God's magnificent creation. It reminds you when you go to the ocean just how small and insignificant we really are when you take a look at the vast waters and what could possibly be out there, all the wonders that we still don't even know about, that we can only sit there and daydream on the rocks as the waves crash up against us, hopefully not saturating us in the same process. But the other one would have to be autumn, and some of the reasons for, like Mr. Bronina said, one of my father's favorite things was to go to the East Coast or the eastern area and just see all the changes in the leaves, just for all the beautiful colors. It's like the rainbow is there in the ground, growing for us to see every single year. It's just absolutely fantastic, just magnificent, absolutely brilliant. And it's one of my favorite times of year for that, to get in front of the fire, to have the making s'mores by the campfire, whatnot, or having the cup of hot chocolate and just relaxing and just enjoying what God's created.
Yes,
That's right.
That's it.
that is.
Captain,
very,
you always have
very
a way
good.
of words.
He does. He does.
Making
Yeah,
a
it's-
season sound more beautiful than it should be.
I know.
Yeah. I think my two
It's a curse.
favorite. No, it's a blessing and a curse. Get it right. Okay. I think my two favorite are going to be the summer, and it is because I love me some hot. I love me the heat. I can't really live in the winter because not only does my health just hate it, but also snow almost killed me, so I just don't like winter.
Did you say my hubs? What?
Yeah, the snow when I was younger almost killed me, so I kind of just have a hate relationship.
No, before that,
with
you said your hubs. Your what? What did you say before that?
my health. Did I
health.
say health? Oh, my health. Yeah, my health.
Your health. Okay, that's why I was
Yeah.
like, wait,
Yes,
rewind.
her health doesn't
Yeah.
like winter.
Skirt. Yeah, my health
Okay.
does not
Yes.
like winter.
English is hard for this one.
Yes, very big.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Oh, thank you. I do practice
thank
every day. Excuse me, she's talking to me. Rude. Let me
Oh
just-
yes.
Rude.
Wait, what?
Anyway, but I love the summer. I love being able to just relax in the sun, soak up some,
Oh, boy.
rays, get me a good tan going.
I love it when those waves just
I-
crash me.
Yes, I am a beach babe. I love
know that's
the
right.
ocean. I love tropical areas. If you cannot tell, hello.
Mhm.
I just love anything that has to deal with the sun
Water.
and the water. Okay,
90
love it.
Yes.
90210 just called. They want you to
Yes.
be on the next season.
Yes, you know what? It's funny
Baywatch.
because
They want you on the next episode
yes.
of Baywatch. with
I
David
need
Hasselhoff.
to. Yeah, I would not mind. Talking to David Hasselhoff and going to Baywatch.
I mean, the man's like
uh,
95 years old. Are you serious?
Hey, okay. You cannot downgrade his run on the
The Hoff.
beach.
I can't downgrade the
You
Hoff. Are
cannot
you kidding me?
downgrade the Hoff. Just I can just remember
His Knight Rider isn't the same as it used to be. I hate to
But-
tell you.
But I can, Brendan, you'll probably like
Sorry,
this
that's
one.
terrible.
I just remember in the movie SpongeBob that he was in.
Mhm.
SpongeBob and Patrick rode the Hoff.
Hey, SpongeBob and
butt- his-
Patrick. Want to
his
ride on my body
Yes,
to bikini
and,
bottom?
his butt cheeks. Let me just tell you, they
Not
anyway. The buttocks. Yes.
Yes.
It definitely. Anyway, I love.
That's how he was
love
propelling
summer.
himself from all the Taco Bell he ate earlier.
Probably.
I tell you.
I can't. Probably. But my second most favorite holiday, or not really holiday, but season is definitely the fall or autumn because I love the colors of the leaves and I love the crisp air. Not just because like it's very, it's very refreshing. It also just feels fresh. It's just fresh. Like even if you're in the city and you are in fall autumn time, it's fresh. Like it's I don't know. It's just very I love me some sweater weather and I'm not one of those basic girls. I don't really go for the pumpkin spice latte. I go for the white mocha latte. Okay.
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, so I like me some pretty leaves and mocha lattes that are white chocolate. Yes.
I could
Let
really
me,
use that right now.
Nothing wrong with that.
I know that
I
sounds
could really
good.
use a mocha latte right now, I could go for it.
White. I just started to get the white chocolate frappuccino mocha, whatever the hell you want to call it, and it's delicious. Have you ever get the white chocolate frappuccino? Not frappuccino, white chocolate mocha, or the cold drink at Starbucks? Turn it into a frappuccino, and it tastes just so much better. It tastes so much better. It really
Oh,
does.
I'm already doing that tomorrow. I'm
Do it. Do it.
It's already on the bucket list. I know
I
that's
can
right.
honestly say I make some of the best coffee that anyone's ever had.
I don't believe
can
it
say
till I
that.
drink it. I don't believe it till I drink it.
Captain. It seems
Mine's
like
just the
everything
oat
you
milk
touch
shaken
turns to
espresso.
gold. You
That's
seem
good too.
you make the best cheesecake, the
yes.
best hot chocolate with the best coffee.
Hey, are you talking about his moist cheesecake?
Yeah.
Yes, that moist, yummy cheesecake.
Oh my
The
goodness.
creamy cheesecake is what it was.
Creamy.
Creamy.
Oh,
cheesecake.
creamy. That's what it's a moist
Creamy
creamy
cheesecake,
cheese.
yes.
Moist creamy cheesecake.
Sorry, stretches. Stretches,
Do I
everybody.
want to know what you're doing, Bronina?
I know.
Stretches.
Talking about
Oh,
moist and
my
creamy,
goodness.
and he started making noises over there that were totally inappropriate. But that's all right.
For real.
It's about my stretches. Anyway, moving on.
Yes,
right.
we do have to move on, but thank you so much, Captain, for the awesome icebreaker when we got to know each other. Again, if anyone in the audience wants to also answer, please feel free. And of course, we do have our Cool Owl who always loves to give us some answers. So, Captain, if you want to port him to the
I can
microphone
port
over
him,
there.
but we don't have a microphone.
It's up there. I got it. We
Oh,
good.
there it is.
We good.
How about that?
Don't
Let's
doubt my
see,
skills.
where are you? There you are.
Boop. There you go. And what is your favorite season?
Oh yeah, season. I really like winter, but if you're talking about Alaska, I would love summer.
That goes crossed. Yeah.
Okay, so if he's in Alaska, he likes summer. See, now that's smart.
Well, I'm
You
going
go
to
to where it's
Alaska-
cool so you
well,
can
I'm
enjoy
going
the
to
warmth.
Alaska next year. Well, not for
Oh,
like
that ought to
well,
be
for
fun.
like just a vacation, 10 to 12-day vacation, like around 2 weeks or so.
Oh, that would be
I used to have
so
friends that lived in
fun.
Alaska. They
Also,
said it was
here's a
cold,
little
but it was
fun fact
gorgeous.
about Alaska since we're talking about it. So, did you know that in summer, the actual sun actually lasts from like 4 o'clock to 12 o'clock?
Mm.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
basically,
wow.
it's almost eternal sun.
Oh, yeah, I warned about that on
That
TikTok.
sounds
And if I'm
like
right,
a
there's some
good
parts
day
in
to me.
Alaska where it's 6 months of daytime and 6 months of nighttime.
Oh my word! I would not be able to live there.
I would
would
not be able to live.
That is crazy.
Talk about being
Yeah, that's a-
confused.
Okay.
That would be crazy.
I know,
Well, thank you
I know a
so
few people
much.
that
All right,
live
thank
in
you very much,
Alaska.
Cool Owl. You're a
Thank
you're a
you,
trooper
Cool
as
Owl.
always.
Just to remind everybody,
Yes.
I am recording from my headset, eye point of view, you know? That's always good times.
Well, let's get down to business, guys. I am so excited to be a part of this awesome crew here, and I'm so grateful to have you guys here. And I am super excited to have such an amazing special guest who has so much information that she has to tell us. And I am so excited to get down to business. That being said, let's get down to business. So, Miss Cool Owl, tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you become on Horizons?
Lower the microphone.
Well, I actually started out on the amazing app called AltSpace. It was one of the apps that was my go-to at the time. And I met a lot of people, a lot of friends, which for some of them turned out to be almost like family. We had quite the connection in that space. We were able to have many events. For some of us, we were able to monetize ourselves in that app as well by creating different products, services, or whatever the case may be. So it was a great app. That's how I really got started. And then I ventured over to Horizon. Now, I will say, don't shoot me. I will say I wasn't fond of Horizon at first. And that's because, when you start out, I believe, in an app and you've already grown relationships in one space, you kind of get familiarized with that. So it made it hard for me to adjust to Horizon at first. But for those of you who don't know, AltSpace shut down. And we were kind of like homeless people trying to find our way. And I ventured back over here to Horizon Worlds. Yeah.
I heard a lot about AltSpace, but I never actually tried it. I think the one time I was actually going to get it and try it was the week that it was shutting down, and there was no point in me getting it because it wouldn't let me. So, I was very sad that I couldn't try it, but I heard a lot about it, and I heard it was really, really good. Which kind of surprised me because for an app that was doing good or that a lot of people liked AltSpace, I'm surprised it shut down.
Yeah, well, it was bought out once before. So it was owned by, I can't remember the first people who owned it first, but then Microsoft bought it out next. And I guess the mission or the vision they had for it was not coming to pass the way they wanted it to. They thought maybe it was going to be more businesses that were coming in. Um, but it ended up turning out to be a really great social application. I will say this, they did reopen, but under another name. I believe it's called Mesh. Trimesh, no, not Trimesh, sorry, that's a building app. It's called Mesh, something Mesh. I can't remember the first part of it, but something Mesh. You can go there, but only businesses are allowed to use, and that was their original vision, and that's why they shut down.
Oh, I guess that makes a lot more sense. Especially being in Horizon Worlds. Horizons is made for business and for, well, this is gonna sound bad, but business and pleasure. Maybe I should use a different word because that doesn't sound too good. Business and fun activities.
And distinct interests.
Yeah, business and playing games. There you go. But it's made for, it's made for everyone. I know when I first came on here, I didn't
It's like
expect
a candy surprise, tons of
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Don't know if it's sour or sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I first came on
Oh
here,
my.
I had no legs and I was going to the first world I even visited because it was the one that was being promoted was the Arena Clash. And I had so much fun blowing people up. It was unreal. Like, unreal. I had no idea what I was doing. I just kept grabbing this little block that looked like a ball and tossing it because at that point in time, like nothing looked like what it was supposed to be. So it was supposed to be a grenade, but it was just a ball with a stick.
You never forget your first time.
Never forget your first time blowing someone up.
Sure don't. Sure don't.
Blowing someone up, joining Horizons. I joined the Plaza and I didn't know how to get on my menu.
I remember those days. I remember those days. Fun,
so
fun, fun times.
When you first got on Horizons, what was the one goal that you wanted to set?
Well, to be honest, I didn't know. And backtrack. It's called Microsoft Mesh. That's the name of the app.
Microsoft Mesh. Okay.
Yes. And I do want to give
look at
one bit of advice that I learned from AltSpace shutting down is don't get too acclimated with one app. This is why it's called the metaverse. I highly recommend that you experience all apps so that if something like that happens, you're already acclimated with other applications and what they got going on. So that's just my advice to people who are experiencing the metaverse. But back to your question.
Yes.
My first experience, I didn't really have a mission per se when I came over here. It was just mainly about reestablishing myself and meeting new people and branching out and just having an experience. And I met this one guy. I wish I knew what his name was, but it was when you first launched in, there was like a task that you had to do. And I don't know if you guys remember, but when you won, it shot you to the top after doing all of these. It was like way in the beginning. And that's where I met him and it started there. And that was my first follow. I wish I remembered his name, but he was really, really nice. And he showed me around and got me to the plaza, and I met the plaza guide, and it just went from there.
That is awesome. So for your specific thing that you like to, for instance, the world spotlight that you want to talk about, can you explain to us how that started?
So the world she's talking about, it's called BBB Magazine. So I actually have a magazine here in the metaverse, and that's called BBB Magazine. This magazine, and I really want to reiterate this, but it is a magazine for everyone, no matter what walk of life you're from. It's really about the metaverse. It's not pertaining to one app. It's about all applications on here and just documenting the experiences of so many people and their stories and, how they started in the metaverse and where they are now. It's meant to tell a story with each and every issue. um, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's just say that, but we do it tastefully. It's not meant to bash anyone. And if we do have any stories that may seem or portray negative, those stories are highlighted in a way that it is confidential. So we use fake names and things like that. Um, but as far as like getting the start of it, it actually started with a brand in here. I think the brand is called Idea to Empire. And they had like a 60-minute pitch on their grand opening, and it was like pitch an idea for what would be great in the space, and that was the idea I pitched. And I didn't do it with intentions to do the magazine because I didn't have the time, to be honest. But I ended up doing it anyway. Long story short, ended up doing it anyway. And a year later, actually this month makes 1 year from the magazine started.
Well, that is awesome. But that is a lot of work too, especially with everything that's, going on. Oh, Lord. Especially with everything that is going on. Everything that's always changing, updating, all that stuff. I know that that's probably been a lot of trial
Oh,
and
wow.
error. And,
Yes.
do you have a specific team that you work with that helps you with any of this?
So I have my editor. Her name is Unique Soul. She is amazing. She is a 3D designer in the space. So, like her, myself, I also do 3D design with Blender and Unity. So, but she is a great 3D designer. She's also great at just digital creations on a whole. And I'm really lucky to have her because she puts a lot of, her time into it. So I think she's amazing. And I'm glad to have her on the team.
That is awesome. What is the one thing that you guys typically 3D design, if you don't mind me asking?
So Whirls. So currently I have well, it's called okay, let me back up. I also have a brand that's called Reimagine Studios VR, and that brand was created for building worlds. So I also build worlds. So I actually have a world in VR chat that I built. It's called Reimagine Studios VR, but within that world is the magazine. There's a section in there where you can go and see the magazine. So yes, a 3D design, we build worlds in Unity and Blender. So it's almost like in here, TriMesh. So if Horizon was to open up TriMesh to everyone, I would have a good head start because I'm already familiarized with Unity and Blender application
Oh,
software.
that's really cool.
Yes.
I can only imagine what people have to go through who do have TriMesh. I know that there's some creators in here that do actually have TriMesh. And I can only imagine the work that they have to go through in order to do anything with TriMesh. It just confuses me. I don't even know what they do with it. I'm just now starting to build with shapes. And I am getting a little bit better. I think Captain can say that I'm getting a little bit better. Maybe not. I don't know. He's just chilling there, not saying anything.
Oh, look,
Like he
there's
always
people over
does.
there. Hello.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yes, you are improving. You are improving.
You are
Oh,
improving.
Thank you. I am not the best builder, but I like to call myself a
You're a student of the game. I mean, you're
I'm
still
student of the
learning some things.
yeah.
Yeah, you got like
Yeah.
20 gold stars on the bulletin board. So,
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm
Yeah.
getting there. But I can only imagine the hard work that you have to go through, Cool Vibes, in order to create even a world in VR chat. I go to VR chat and I go world hopping in there sometimes, and holy cow, I don't know how they do it. I don't know. I don't know how they can
Well,
create stuff like that in there.
Well, Miss Queen, don't underestimate yourself. It's almost as if, let's use an example of like, if you were hungry, I don't think you would just sit there and allow yourself to starve. I think you would find a means and a way to find food. So I truly believe it's within human nature. If you really want something bad enough, you'd either learn how to do it, learn how to get it done, pretty much. So it was one of those things too. When I came to Horizon Worlds, I knew nothing about building. I hated it. I couldn't do the shapes. I was the and dealing with the glitches. It made it even worse to learn. But look at me now. I mean, I'm building more. So I think if you really want it bad enough, you'll make it happen.
And that is definitely something that I wanted to reach upon. I'm really glad that you mentioned that. Especially for people who are newer out there who are coming into Horizons for the first time. We know that Horizons is now opening its doors to multiple different locations now, and we're going to get a lot more feet, a lot more traction, a lot more people. What would be a advice that you would give someone, just like how you gave me to keep on trucking, in my redneck terms? What would be your advice for a brand new person who's coming in here not knowing anything about Horizons, just like how you were? You were in Banter. Is that what it's called? No, what's Banter? Old Space. You were in
Alt
Old
space.
Space, and then you coming into Horizons. What would you give advice to that person who has that same issue or who is experiencing the same thing that you've experienced?
I truly believe it's about when you enter the space, connecting with the right people. Um, I think in this space we do have people who gatekeep a little bit, but I truly also believe if you connect with the right community or the right people, you can get the help that you need. But another thing is YouTube. Believe it or not, YouTube is phenomenal. There's Vidyou, who is amazing. That's how actually I started learning with Vidyou. And there is Gothroth. There's so many, Papity, so many great, I can't remember them all off the top of my head, but so many great creators take the time to literally make 30-minute to however many minute long videos on YouTube just to teach people, and it's free. It's absolutely free. So like I said, if you really want to learn bad enough, the resources are there.
Yes, they certainly are. I think that's one of the reasons why I actually started to get into building now, is because I was so tired of asking people for help for things that I should know how to do. In my opinion, I think I should know how to do, and probably in other people's opinions, they don't really need to know if they don't want to. But I was just so frustrated because I felt like I was a burden on a lot of people, and I did not like that. So I decided to, put my big girl pants on and started to learn how to build. Now, although I do still ask for help with scripting because I suck at that. Sorry, Captain. But yeah, my bad. But I am.
I'll leave building
What?
to you guys. I'm more into the promoting and
Yes.
expanding
See, yeah.
world. Yeah.
There are people out there that are better builders than they are promoters. There are people that are better promoters than there are builders, and there are people like me that have a hand in everything and suck at almost everything.
Oh no, you do amazing.
So, oh, geez, thanks. But that being said, the only thing that I would very love to do is, especially in general, I absolutely love to do is to promote and to be able to get people's, be able to, English is hard, Captain, help me out here. Being able to promote and recognize the creators and builders and the people who work the hardest in here, to be able to recognize them. And that's the whole reason why we have you on here, CoolVibes, is to be able to recognize you, because the hard work that you do and that you've done in the past has really shined through and been able to be recognized by a lot of people. And we wanted you to get that recognition, to let you know that we are all grateful, even though some of us here on Horizons don't have the chance to tell you, but we here at Queen's Talk will tell you for them that we are all grateful for the hard work that you do, and we are
Thank
so
you.
happy to have you in Horizons to be able to do that and to be able to do the things that you do is very awesome. It is
Thank you,
a good
thank you.
gift, a good gift to have. So thank you so very much for providing us with your gift, I guess
Thank
you
you so
would
much.
say.
So, in so many words, thank you
fantastic.
very much for being an inspiration to all of us.
Yes. I talk a lot. I'm sorry.
Not the
Captain
summary.
is,
You do
Yeah.
freaking incredible with everything you do, CoolVibes.
I gave the cliff notes to that.
yes,
I
Captain
did.
is supposed to be my
There's going to be a test later tonight, so just
Thank you.
checking.
Yes. I'm the one who likes to train for the tests, and
Yeah,
then
the
Captain
test
just gives
test
you
is
the
going to
cheat
have some
notes.
great questions like, is Captain Jack the best? Don't answer no. Or how come?
Oh my goodness. I can't even deal with you guys. So, Captain, do you have any questions for her?
Let me see.
Our
All
amazing
the
special guest?
scripting a lot of the scripting that was done here, I think it can be removed. It's not necessary. Yes. You're chapping your lips on the wrong ass, love.
Yes. Yes. I need to pucker up somewhere else, I guess. I don't know.
Well then.
Well,
things that
then
we'd
on
have
to the
to-
next subject. Yes.
Yes. Thank you for bringing that up. Ladies and gentlemen, I have some special news. Let me get some awesome music here.
Sorry, just been tired all day. I don't know where that yawn came from.
Guys, I have some awesome news, and I'm super pumped and excited to announce it. We here on Horizons have our first ever historical rally campaign, or campaign rally. And I am super excited to be a part of it. And I'm very excited to invite Miss CoolVibes and everyone else who has been on Queen's Talk Gossip to this rally. It is going to be on the 21st, and it's Horizon World's first ever historical event happening. As you guys may know, Miss Diva is running for office. And we actually have a couple people in here, and Horizons are running for office. And we have been blessed with the ability to promote that here in Horizons. So Horizons is going to be now hosting a rally campaign, or a campaign rally. I keep getting them mixed up. But we are basically going to host an event. And it's going to be talking all about this campaign that Diva is going through, as well as some awesome information about being able to vote. The goal is to hashtag get out the vote. And if you are a voter, or if you're learning how to vote, please come to this event. It's going to be super fun. We're going to have some awesome fun games, prizes. It's going to be a cool event. I'm pretty excited.
Live entertainment.
I am
Live
so
entertainment.
ready. I'm excited.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be
is
a
gonna
blast.
Be so much fun. So definitely come to this event. It is going to be a blast.
And you even
Yes.
tried to get me to sing the Star Spangled Banner, but I wanted people to
did.
come and actually enjoy themselves.
Yeah, I tried to get Captain to sing the national anthem. He
But she
didn't
knows
wanna
I
do
can't
that.
sing, so that's why she wanted
Oh,
to
come
do
on.
it.
I
She
bet
wanted
you
to
can
invent
sing
That
if
is
you really
bull.
put your
I
heart
see.
to it.
Oh, it looks like we have a question from someone. Mr. Cool Owl has a question or a statement.
Hang on, need to
Eventually.
find his name. Scrolling through, there he is.
Okay, finally. So, I've been like thinking about like these questions for like quite a long time now. He was like talking about that rally and stuff. I actually kind of wanted to participate in that rally, like Bronina said. Okay, wait, but I think it's 18 plus though, so you know.
Mhm.
So and then like CoolVibes. I wanted to give a statement to CoolVibes real quick. I know we have like similar names and all. Similar names. So I just kind of want to like say this out there. You're a great builder. I kind of want to be a part of that magazine. A little bit off topic, but I really like that magazine. I really wanted to be a part of that. Well,
Aw, you're so cute.
I kind of wanted to be a part of that magazine whenever I heard that. So it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how it.
Look at him being a politician already.
I know.
Yes.
He's trying to get your vote.
Yes.
I'm not a politician, but I wasn't trying, but.
No, you're all good, dude. You're awesome.
No,
Yes, you
you're
are.
you're doing great, Cool Owl.
I just kind of get nervous a lot.
No, that's all good, dude. You're
Don't
going
worry, you're
places.
doing great. You're doing great.
Thanks, dear mama. Okay.
Thank you. That is awesome. I got a sneeze. It's coming. Hold on. I'm so sorry, guys.
Bless you.
She hits it.
Do you
Are
see
we,
the stuff that
are
I
we
have to
sponsored by
deal with,
Disney?
Cool Vibes?
Donald Duck?
I have to deal with Captain always somehow making fun of me or saying stuff, and then Bernina,
Making
bless his heart,
fun.
bless
Pshaw.
bless this man's heart. He has
I
tried to
know,
stick
not
up
bless
for
his
me.
heart.
For real. This the audacity.
You make me out to be the villain, really?
No, never. So, Captain, do you have any questions for our awesome guest?
Well, I'm curious to know who was one of your inspirations that got you to start building,
Oh, that's
actually
a good question.
building new worlds and whatnot? Because you said that you weren't a big fan of it. So, who did you follow, or whose world did you go to and say, "This is incredible. I really want to know more about this"? And who was the inspiration that made you want to build?
Um, so I'm gonna break this into two parts. Okay, so if I have to give credit where it's due, there's an amazing builder. Her name is Artsy, and she is phenomenal.
Oh, she is
She built
amazing.
in alts. She was and still is amazing. Her name's Artsy. She built in alt space. Her worlds were just beautiful. You walked in, it was so ultra realistic. It made you feel like you were literally in a space. And I can only imagine it takes a lot of time and effort into, like you guys know, building in Unity and Blender and things like that. But another thing was that I wanted to cut out the middleman. And it was one of those things in that space that where if you wanted a world, you'd have to pay to get a world. It wasn't one of the free worlds, and some of the free worlds weren't what represented me. So I wanted to learn so I can build worlds that represent me, but cut out the middleman of spending money on worlds when I can do it myself. So that's what it was for me.
There you go.
That is awesome.
That was a great choice.
I know that
Artsy's
one
freaking
of the.
fantastic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to go. Me personally, I don't know a lot of people. I typically stay to myself, or I stay
Wait,
on.
I gotta shout out one more builder. I'm Optic. Optic is another builder.
Oh,
And I will say this. I apologize, Optic. Optic literally took it. This is a busy man. And when I tell you he's creative and a very busy man, and he took the time out of, think he gave me probably about, I would say 5 to 6 hours of his time, broken up in different days, but 5 to 6 hours of his time is a lot. He is a phenomenal. He's just as good as Artsy in that space. So thank you, Optic, for the hours you provided to me. Yep.
That is awesome. I know that I need to get out there and see and introduce, or not introduce, but look at a lot of these world creators, because some of these world creators are getting, and I think that's the skirt back up. I think this is one of the reasons why I did do Queen Stock Gossip, not only to flip the switch, flip the switch. I can't talk to negative gossip, but also get the creators out there that don't have a lot of worlds that have been pushed out on the what's it called,
The platform.
the platform, yeah, like the highlighted worlds, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Anything that's specifically trending new worlds, anything like that. There's a lot of popular worlds out there because people see, oh, there's that person, that world is growing in so many numbers. Why are they there? I'm gonna go there, take a look at it too. And that's why it keeps growing on that platform. But there are so many creators out there that have built so many amazing worlds that are great detailed, that are so fun, so many fun games out there that have not had the correct or the right or the just the good amount of views to be able to be pushed on that platform. That's one of the reasons why I've done this, is because those creators, those builders, those artists per se as well, they deserve a voice too, and they have done such good work. And announcing them and giving them their dues of telling them that they're so much hopeful and they've done great work. That's the whole reason why we're doing this, is to promote them and to be able to get the word out there that they have really good builds, and to definitely go take a look at it, because it is worth going there and worth having fun in.
And that's one of the reasons too why BBB magazine was created. It was to highlight people that was not being seen. And it's crazy because I didn't feel this way in All Space, but in Horizon Worlds, I felt like it was only the monetized people, or people who were here first that already grown a following, were the only ones that were being highlighted. So it was a way to create something that creates that voice for everyone. The magazine also has a section that's called BBB Top 6. So I venture through all worlds. I don't care if you're a new creator or already established creator, and I select based on the categories we have for that selection of the top 6 worlds every month.
That is awesome. That's definitely what we need too, because it's I don't know if it's played or if it's just made that way to where the top trending worlds are the people that are monetized, and to be able to get them the money that they are,
Um,
getting with people
Well,
visiting
I'm
the
not
worlds and stuff.
monetized, and I've been on the trending worlds before.
Well,
It's usually
Queens has too, but it's
right.
so yeah, it to me it's more like how do I explain it in a positive way? Because we're not negative here, we're positive. What were you gonna say, Captain? While I'm thinking.
Well, I was just going to say that I've been on the top trending worlds before when I was running my bingo place. It was relatively full all the time, and because of that, they would recognize it as a trending world a trending world for people to go and check it out and see what's going on. And if we didn't have bingo for a day or two, you would start to notice that it was starting to slowly come off the trending worlds list. So it's one of those things that I believe the list it kind of it deals with actual the creators who are monetized, but it also gives people who aren't monetized that built something special that people are coming to frequent and check out, to let people know, hey, there's a lot of people coming to check out this place. It's currently trending, so why don't you go look at it and check it out and see what's up
Mhm.
with it.
I
Oh,
think
I
it's
agree.
just
I
kind of
agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. And I hope that's not the intended. That wasn't the point intended. I don't feel like monetized people are the only people on there. I just feel like, and I like Captain said, I believe that is true as well. But what I was saying is that sometimes when you have people who already built a following, so for example, if you have a world and you are throwing, let's say, an event, and you have several people who are already following you that are familiarized, they're going to come and support you. So as long as you get like 6 people in a world, it's going to show up on the list for other
Mhm.
people to join. But if you're new and you're starting out and you don't know anyone, that could be a little bit more difficult. If you're the only one in the world, it's harder for people to want to join that experience. Is what I was trying
Mhm.
to get at.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to say, but what she said.
Right.
Exactly what she
And
said.
with
Um,
the like the Horizon Awards and whatnot that go on, I think that there should realistically be a category for new creators and have them have a series of different awards that they can possibly win. That people may not recognize these folks, and that they haven't been around for very long, and they have an opportunity to get their names out there and to be seen and be recognized. Not to try to
mhm.
toot my own horn, but I've been building for at least a couple of years. I've never been nominated until now with you. So, it's like, wow, it took a long time to finally get recognized that, us little people, we try our best to create something worthwhile for people to enjoy, and hopefully they can enjoy it for many years to come. But
Mhm.
the ones that are monetized, yes, they usually are the first ones people will go to because they actually have access to quote unquote bigger and better props and things that they can put in to make it look more realistic. And we use primitive shapes, but with the primitive shapes, we can turn out some really spectacular builds. And I think that needs to be taken into consideration that, for the ones that have the tri mesh that can make things that look realistic, hey, that's great. But what about the ones that don't have the tri mesh yet? What are they building? To take
Mhm.
a square, a triangle, and a circle and make the Taj Mahal out of it. I mean, that's something special.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's not easy either. Just like how I
No, it
said
isn't.
earlier, I don't know how Trimesh works. I don't know. Welcome, Potter. I don't know. I know that it's a very not easy tool to try to work with. I've heard some crazy horror stories about it. But I also know that it does look realistic and it looks nice. So it's I don't want to say it's like cheating when you use Trimesh because it kind of is if you think about it. Because you have someone who uses Trimesh and they use all this amazing details that you can really go into the world, and then you have someone who's trying to, like, let's say you have the person who has Trimesh who has all this detail, and you have another person who's trying to mimic that world with just using primitive shapes. It's very difficult and it's very challenging. It's probably going to take more time to do. It's going to be more hands-on. It's going to be more difficult because you have more capacity that you have to look out for. So it's very challenging, I would assume.
Challenging is the best word. Yes, it's very
For a
challenging.
person, cool vibes, for a person who I'm sure you like how you said that you worked with Trimesh and you have worked with primitive shapes here in Horizons. Would you consider that being very challenging, the difference between the two?
Yes, I think Unity and Blender is definitely I haven't had the opportunity with TriMesh, but it goes on within the same lines of in some way similar to Unity and TriMesh Blender. But I think it is because there's a lot more tools to use. But just like coming in here and learning all of the different things, like if you open your hands up, it makes you bigger. If you close it, makes you smaller. If you go like this, so I think it's the same concept a little bit. It's just about matter of just taking the time out and utilizing your resources to learn everything that you need to learn to progress in the space. And I do want to piggyback a little bit off of what you said when it comes to Trimesh and finding it to be a little bit cheating. Um, I think I think change is great. I think evolvement is great. I think if Horizon was to just stay the same with primitive shapes the whole time, um, they would soon be obsolete because you have other applications like VR chat and spatial, and they are using Unity and Blender, and their worlds look a little bit more realistic. So to stay in pace with that, I think change and evolvement is needed. It's just a matter of us as the people or who are the users to adapt. Is how
They have
what
to
I
be
think.
able to roll it out without crashing their
Mhm.
system too. That was
Absolutely.
one of the biggest problems. I
I think
honestly,
that's
I
still a
mean,
big
this is just
problem.
Absolutely.
me. That is still a big problem, but I think honestly, in my personal opinion, again, just my opinion, I really
It's
think that
terrible.
all the tri-mesh should have stuck with Meta Horizons. So whatever worlds they create, say, look, this is what you guys have to look forward to once we figured out the formula to release this tri-mesh to everyone and allow it to without the whole system crashing. So when you release it, not to say anything bad about the people who are monetized, it is what it is. They also get a boost of capacity as well. They get to use more than the regular people that don't have the monetization, and they can use the tri mesh and whatnot. But now there's people. I mean, I've heard so many times, and I'm not trying to bust out a negative. I'll bring a positive into it after this. I've heard so many people complain about the tri mesh, saying, "Well, why do they get it and we can't have it?" I say, well, just be patient. It's rolling out slowly. They can't just, here you go, guys, because then it's going to crash the whole server, and then nobody's going to be able to use this for months because they have to try to figure out where everything went wrong and reprogram things. And so they're little by little, slowly dripping the tri-mesh out to people, different things. I mean, they have the asset, the Horizon assets that are basically they're tri-mesh is what they are. They look like real items that you cannot really build with primitive shapes. They have different curvatures and whatnot. It'd be really hard to recreate a lot of these things. They do cost more capacity, yes, but you can kind of get your way around that. But I really think that the major ones, like the things for Blender and Unity, where you go to Banter and VR chat, where you see worlds that look like you are actually there. I mean, there's one that you and I have been to, that home, that remember that home that's on the
Mhm.
cliff.
Yes.
Gorgeous house, absolutely gorgeous house. Rex is so I can't remember his name, Rex something, but he built this and he has access to all the tri-mesh and everything, and it looks spectacular. It looks real. It looks like something from VR
Oh
chat
yeah, I
or
love
You
it.
should check
from
out his
Banter.
club.
It
Rex
is a
is
gorgeous
an
home.
Nexus.
architect, so he
Right,
knows what
Rex is
he's
an
doing.
architect, so you
He's
know
an
he's
architect.
oh my
Yes.
goodness.
I
And I
love
would
that
love to
world so
build a
much.
house like that. But now picture with the rollout that they did to make this available. Here's the tablet. Make this available for people on the mobile PC as well as a headset. We now have what, 600,000 people on this platform. Imagine if
Mhm.
everybody had access to that stuff right now. We'd crash the server. So they can't do it that way right now. But little by
Absolutely.
little, everyone, it's going to be coming out. And pretty soon, everybody's going to be able to do what Rex is doing with utilizing what he has. And then I want to, using the word piggyback, I'm going to piggyback off of what you said earlier, Cool. Don't just don't just make yourself really one-sided with one platform. You need to really go to these other platforms like a Banter,
Absolutely.
like a VR chat, any of these other ones, any of these other apps that are there. You need to familiarize yourself with these other apps so that way, once Horizons catches up with all the rest of them and now they're all the same, we don't want to get bored being in just one area. I mean, what do you do? What do you do? If everybody got caught up to that, what do you do? Well, that's why, like you said, change has to happen. So when tri-mesh is now a thing of the past, what are they going to do? Maybe they'll do 3D. Maybe they'll do their, I think, what was it? They were doing something of restaurants where you can actually have food in front of you and you can eat it. And like there's the
Oh
sensories
yeah.
in the headset make it seem like you're actually eating the food, like you're tasting the food. It's really weird and how advanced they're getting. A little scary too, but the stuff that you can do, it's going to happen someday. It really is, and
Well,
it's going to be absolutely incredible.
we're actually advancing right now. So this is why I love doing the magazine. Because it allows me to meet so many different people in this space that are doing amazing things that cannot reach others, right? So I had the ability to meet someone in here that is absolutely amazing, but they're not only working on evolvement, but it's a change from Web 2 to Web 3. And we're talking about your avatars being holographic. So
Hmm.
imagine having an event and your avatar is a whole hologram and is able to maneuver the stage. And I'm not talking about um, this type of avatar. It could even be like what maybe you look like in the real world
Yeah, I
that
seen a
is
video of
being
that.
across the stage. So we have so much to look forward to. It's about really and truly expanding your mind. I did see Metaclean say this earlier, and shout out to Metaclean, but I did see him say this earlier, and it's so funny because I think along the same lines. But the same headset that you have, the same device you have, your Apple phone or your Android phone, that all comes from the human mind. We are greatness. Okay. And without us, there's no headset, there's no phone, there's none of these things. So we just need to think a little bit bigger, and really and truly captivate on that.
And to go back to what you were saying about the hologram, they're already kind of doing something to that effect in Banter. Not so much where it's like your real self, but for example, let's say we're in this world and this is in Banter, and we have filled this to capacity, but there's more people that want to see it. these people can go to another instance of this particular world, and they can bring up what's going on in here in the world, and it can make it look like we're there, but we're holograms. We can't see those people in the other world, and they can't interact with us, like talk with us or ask us questions. They can run right through us and whatever, but they can actually participate and watch what we are doing currently. So and it's kind of like a hologram situation, but it's using the avatars that you have in there, not actual
Mhm.
real people looking avatars, which I think is
I
really
am
awesome. And I wish that they would do that in here. Oh my
I wish
goodness,
they
I
would
wish they
too.
would do
That'd be
that in here.
awesome.
Oh,
I am
yes, it
so
would.
excited for the future of Horizons in general, and
It's just
although
gonna keep on getting
I
faster and
yeah,
expanding.
it's just gonna keep getting bigger and better, and I'm pretty excited to be a part of it. Um, Now go back to where I'm stating that try mesh is like cheating when you're going versus against I forget what the word is already. Standard shapes.
Primitive shapes.
Primitive shapes. I'm not saying that they themselves are cheating. I'm saying that it is, and trust me, if I could cheat, I would. I would love to use Trimesh because I obviously can't though because I'm not great. But um, being able to have that ability to do all these amazing things, and I hope that there are people out there that have the ability to have Trimesh and have all this stuff, be able to go to the people who don't and even maybe help them, help the
Yeah.
ones to learn how to do it, help them to grow just like they are. And I'm sure once we're all on the same page and we all have the ability to do Trimesh, some people probably might not like it, others probably will. Either way, we're growing in a positive manner, in a positive way. And I know that if we can all come together as a community, we can make amazing worlds and make amazing things happen, especially
Sadly,
with your
things have to
magazine.
change. Yeah.
Yes, with your magazine, the things that you do. I am so grateful that you were here to be able to talk about it and to promote everything that you've done and to have great conversations with us, because having another
Thank you
point
for
of view.
having me.
Yes, it's been an amazing night having you here. I am so excited. Keep an eye out on the YouTube channel, everyone. I will be going to the world spotlight that she has selected. And I'll be making a video for her to be able to post on all social media platforms wherever she would like. So keep an eye on that. But unfortunately, it is that time that we do have to end the night. And it's one of the saddest nights, but also one of the funnest nights because I get to do this. Meow. Maybe if I can. Boop. There we go. Nope. Try again. There we go. Before we go, I want to get to know you guys just a tiny bit more. Starting with our special guest, Cool Vibes. Where can people come to find you if they want to talk to you?
So literally, if you could check out my Instagram, it's cool.vibes33. You can hit me up on there, or you can just hit me up on the Oculus if you'd like, or you can check out the magazine page, which is BAD. It's BADD Bougie Branded Magazine on Instagram.
Awesome. And what about you, Mr. Captain Jack? Where can people come to find you if they want to talk to you?
Well, if you want to talk to me, you can come to my Instagram at Captain Jack Morgan 22. So just like you see my name, Captain_Jack_Morgan, but a 22 at the end of it. Or you can join my YouTube channel at Captain Jack Morgan with no underscores. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you want a little extra little ditty for tomorrow, Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, yours truly will be live at a radio station. Tomorrow you can listen live if you just buzzed me. Why did you buzz me?
It's a good buzz.
Oh,
It's a good buzz.
It's a good buzz. I didn't know there was such a thing. If you go to live.kcrhradio.com, you can listen to my interview live. It will be for 2 hours, and they were discussing AI and VR and the VR headsets and whatnot and the metaverse. And well, they contacted me. They were going to do a phone interview. And then they said, well, you live close enough. Do you want to just come in studio? I said, heck yeah. So I'm going to go there, and I'll be there tomorrow morning. So if you want to listen live
Super
on your computer,
exciting.
tablet, or anything else that you can bring up the radio station.
Heck yeah. And let's not forget our amazing cameraman, Mr. Baronina. Where can people find you if they want to talk to you?
Well, you can find me at Bronina CRS on Instagram, where I make entertaining videos. Check out my newest Back to the Future video. That one's pretty awesome. The new avatars. Anyway, but we can't wait. Anyway, you can also find me on TikTok and all over the place. In here at Bro Inc. You name it. Of all podcasts, you need any help or promoting or anything, come to me. I'll be there.
Heck yeah. And I am Miss Queen. You can find me on Instagram or on Facebook. I do not have a Facebook for my avatar. Miss Queen Lily 01. You could also find us on YouTube, 2 different YouTube channels. We have the Queen Royalty Productions YouTube channel, where we will promote any and all worlds that we have, especially our amazing special guests world spotlight that they talked about today. And we also have the Queen's Talk Gossip YouTube channel, where you can find us live, as well as our special event that's going to be going on the 21st. You will be able to watch it live there on Queen's Talk Gossip. So definitely come watch it. It's going to be an awesome time. I want to thank all of my audience members out there for joining us today, and especially thank you for my online viewers. You guys are amazing. So happy to have you guys watch and be a part of the flipping of negative into positive. So thank you all so much for being here. Just a couple little announcements before we go.
Are you looking to reach a sophisticated audience, eager for the latest royal news and gossip? Partner with Queen's Talk Gossip, the premier podcast covering all things regal. With our dedicated listenership of royal enthusiasts, your brand will reign supreme. Contact us now to discuss sponsorship opportunities fit for royalties. Remember to like and subscribe to Queen's Talk Gossip YouTube and Twitch channel for live streaming, where you can get the latest and greatest podcast news, along with Queen Royalty Productions to follow the best world promotional videos, Instagram info, and more located on our media boards.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. You're more than welcome to give us a like, give us a share, and show us how much you care. Definitely give our amazing special guest a like and a share, follow her, and definitely check her out. That being said, I hope to see you guys all next week for an awesome show that we're going to have with another special guest, and I hope to see you there. Back it up and press button. Boop.
Thank you for joining us today here at QT Gossip Podcast for the best of the best info around. Join us again every Thursday at 8 p.m. EST or watch our live stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, as we close the mic, open your mind to new horizons and the door to countless possibilities. Until next time, keep chasing your dreams.
Hey.
Oh, what time is it? Oh, crap.
Hey, Mama.